You're listening to Listen to Sun 969. It is part 2 of our morning ramble.
And at this point, we'd like to talk about what's coming up for the weekend, Loz. What do you got up?
You just reminded me of like a newsreader.
Yes.
What's coming up for the weekend, Loz?
So what's on for the weekend, Loz?
Yeah, that's it. There's this girl on TikTok, sorry, completely off topic. There's this guy on TikTok and he gets his...
Girl guy?
He gets his partner, like his wife.
You can be whatever you want these days.
He gets his wife to do... She does impressions and she does really funny news voiceovers.
Oh, really?
So he'll say to her... hey, do the impression of the newscaster about me going to the pub, and she'll be like, and on Friday night, and she does like this whole impression, like it's so funny.
I want to see that.
I'll send you the link. Anyway, that was completely off topic.
I never do any research at all. Like, you just send me stuff and I look at it because I don't have time, honestly, to go onto TikTok and see what's on there. And every time I go onto TikTok in my feed, it's just crap. It's just rubbish.
I like to doom scroll. Yeah. Anyway, this weekend I'll probably be doing that, a bit of doom scrolling. I think the markets are on Sunday.
Yes, they are.
Might check that out. I love a good walk down the mall on a
9 to 1
Sunday.
on Sunday, yep. Got some horse racing on Sunday too.
Oh, nice. And I don't know. That's probably it. I want to get out and about. Something I was considering doing, but it was one of those things that I knew I wouldn't do, so I didn't register for it. But when you're like, I'll do that, and then you're like, you've got to be honest with yourself. You're like, you're actually not going to do that. But
so what was that?
The Y to the Sky.
Why to the Sky?
So it used to be King of the Mountain. It's now. It's now
is that on this weekend?
Yeah, it's now called Y to the... I'm pretty sure it is. It's now called Y to the Sky. I'm pretty sure it's on this Sunday. Whereas where you go from the YMCA and you do, it's like an 8K like run where you go up the... Well, there's options. So it's like an 8K run where you go to the top of the mountain and whatnot. Or you can do it as... You can register to do a walk, or you can register to do just from the base of the mountain to the top, which is only 1K. And so I was like, it'd be such a lovely walk.
That'd kill you, that 1K.
Yeah, because it's up, like it's the steep. It almost makes you think if you're going to walk it, you'd have to do like the whole thing. By the time you got to the mountain, you were like warmed up enough.
Maybe I just walk to the mountain and then walk back.
No,
I'd love to go up there though.
Yeah, and just
sounds dangerous though. You might fall and hurt yourself. I'm always worried about that. I'm a little bit loose underfoot sometimes.
Yeah, me too. But
I didn't. You're the clumsy one.
I didn't register for it, but for days I was like, You should do it, Loz. Because I like.
Are you fit enough?
Yeah. I've done things like that before.
In
fact, just recently when I was down in Melbourne, I did this bluff walk, which was very hectic. And at the time, it was 5Ks. Yeah. And at the time, I was like, I might die, but I didn't, and I loved it.
So that's what I find. I love climbing a hill, but I also hate the looseness underfoot, particularly rocks and stones, because you slide and you're going down. You're going all the way. When I
do a hike, see, I love a hike, but when I do a hike, you know how people kind of go, depending on the hike, but when it was one like the Bluff, and I imagine Wide of the Sky would be like this for me as well. But when I do something like that, you know how people say, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey? For me, for that type of hike, it's about the destination. Sure. I hate the journey. I think the journey is, like, I don't want to do it anymore. I have multiple, like, meltdowns in my head with a few little mentee bees. Yeah. But then once I get to the destination, then I'm like, this is pretty, I'll take some photos. It was worth it.
But then coming down again is even worse. So I hate coming back down.
I'm not a fan of the journey, but pretty stoked about the destination.
How do you feel coming down a hill? I hate coming down a hill.
No, I like it better.
I almost want to slide down on my bum.
No, I don't mind it. And that's how I feel about Wide of the Sky. Like, I reckon I'd hate the journey, but I'd love the destination.
Yeah. So you're going to do it?
Probably not. That's what I'm saying.
So
it's one of those things that
you're doom scroll. You're going to read some books?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon. What about you?
Look, I've got my usual DJ gigs on tonight. I've got the Juicy Rump from midnight, and then tomorrow night there's a band playing at Uncle's, and I'm taking over from them probably around 10 for a couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours DJing.
Nice.
If the crowd sticks around, we'll play some more. So that's on for me. That's pretty much it. I'll probably have some dinner over the weekend, as you know, so let's not bore you with that. I think I'm going to go to Feast tonight. Do you know Feast?
Yes.
Yeah, I like that. So I'm going to go there tonight, enjoy some food. I'm going to catch up with someone from another project that I work on, from Yundamu.
Yeah, nice.
So I'm going to catch up with him tomorrow around in the early evening and have a drink.
Lovely.
I haven't met him before. He's a new boss of an organisation out there. So, Bush Bands. Yeah. I might be heading to Bush Bands at 4 o'clock on Sunday at the Telegraph Station. That's huge.
Lovely.
I forgot that was on.
You just remembered. Right?
I just remembered. On the radio this morning, I talked about everything that was going on in the weekend. because we've got a movie on Sunday.
Yeah, Kangaroo.
Kangaroo. That's the one with, I think it's funny because it shows all the stars in it, but doesn't mention Warren H. Williams. But he was in it.
Really?
He was part of it. He was a big actor in it, but he's not on the billing. He missed the billing.
Interesting.
Talking billing, great Australian actor Roy Billing is in it.
Right.
Yeah, and Deborah Mailman, so that'll be good. So that's on. We've got car racing on, car motorsports. So we've got go-karts tomorrow night, and then on Sunday morning we've got motorbikes and car rally.
Yeah, right.
All on. So there's so much on the horse racing too. So there's lots on. I won't do any of that, but I'll probably go to Bush Bands out at Telegraph Station, which is all the Indigenous bands from out of town. They all come in, and I went last year. I was filming it for ICTV.
Yep.
And it's 8 hours of fun. It is so much fun.
Yeah, awesome.
The bands are amazing. The energy, the Indigenous bands just know how to play. These guys are almost born holding a guitar. They pick it up. They're so easygoing. Like they're so unassuming. They just go, yeah, here to play. Pick up the thing. Yeah. And then they blow you away.
That's awesome.
Absolutely blow you away. So Bush Bands can go along. Anyone can go along to that at Telegraph Station. Tickets are available.
Awesome. Sounds like we've both got quite busy weekends. Well, there's a lot going on. I don't know how busy I'll be. I'll probably say I'll go to a lot of things, then admit I'm lying to myself, and then just kind of doom scroll and live vicariously through Instagrams of Why to the Sky. Why to the Sky sounds good, though. It does. I've been wanting to do it, but I feel like I'm going to hurt myself. I mean, instead of doing Why to the Sky, I'll probably go to the Todmore markets and have like breakfast. That sounds good. Actually, it's good there. There's a lady who sells rocks there, little shiny rocks and things. Yes. What I like doing, though, on Todmore market weekends is going to one of the cafes in the Todmore and having breakfast and people watching. Yeah, people watching. Love a good people watch. Yeah. But let's wrap up. Listen to Sun 969 for another week, and I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you Monday.